Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope everyone is keeping fine and safe. Yes, so let's start our video today. In this video, I will give you some important information about job notifications that will definitely help you out for your career. And I'm sure if you watch this video, definitely you will find benefit out of this video, right? So I know everyone is eagerly waiting for the job notifications. So in this video, I will be talking about your syllabus for combined geoscientist preliminary exam, the notification for which is out for stage one, which is objective type. And you will be having paper one, having general studies that is common for all the streams. You will be having current events of national and important and international importance there. Also, you will be having history of India, Indian national movement, India and world geography. In this, you will be having physical, social, economic, then geography of India and all about its world, all these things. If you talk about Indian polity and governance, here you will have constitution, political system, panchayati raj, public policy, right issues, etc. covered in this unit. For economic and social development, you will be having sustainable development, poverty, inclusion, demographics, then social sector initiatives and all these things. For general issues, you will be having environmental ecology, biodiversity, and climatic change that do not require specialization, but definitely you have to have general knowledge. For general science, stage one, that is the objective type, paper two, that is geology or hydrogeology. Firstly, you will have physical geology, that is principle of uniformitarianism, origin, differentiation, and internal structure of Earth, origin of the atmosphere, earthquakes, volcanoes, continental drift, sea floor spreading, isostasy, orogeny, and plate tectonics, that is plate tectonic movements, geological action of rivers, wind, glaciers, waves, erosional and depositional landforms, weathering, process, and its products, for structural geology, stress, strain, and rheological properties of rocks, planar and linear structures or features, classifications of folds and faults, Mohr's cycle and criteria for failure of rocks, ductile and brittle shear in rocks, study of topo sheets, V rules, and outcrop patterns, stereographic projections of structural elements will be there. For mineralogy, elements of symmetry, notations and indices, Bravais lattices, chemical classification of minerals, isomorphism, polymorphism, solid solution and X solution, silicate structures, physical and optical properties of common rock forming minerals like olivine, garnet, pyroxene, amphibole, mica, feldspar, and quartz will be there. For indigenous petrology, magma types and their evolution, IUGS classifications of igneous rocks, forms, structures, and textures of igneous rocks, applications of binary and ternary phase diagrams in petrogenesis, magmatic differentiation and assimilation, petrogenesis of granites, basalts, comatites, and alkaline rocks, including carbonatite, kimberlite, lamprophire, and nepheline sandite. All these things will be there. For metamorphic petrology, limits, types, and controls of metamorphism, metamorphic structures like slate, schist, and gneisses, metamorphic structures of pre-syn and post-tectonic poroplaces, concept of metamorphic zone, isograt and phases, geothermal gradients, phase series, and plate tectonics will be there. For sedimentology, origin of sediments, sedimentary textures, grain size scales, the primary sedimentary structures, the classification of sandstone and carbonate rocks, silicolastic, depositional, environmental, and sedimentary phases, diagenesis of carbonate sediments. All these things you have to study. For paleontology, fossils and process of fossilization, concept of species and binomial nomenclature, morphology will be there. Along with morphology, its classification, that is morphology and classification of invertebrates like trilobites, gastropods, then you have cephalopods, all these things will be there, which is evolution in equidae and hominidid, microfossils, and Gondwana flora. All these things will be covered here. So you have to study that also. Now, stratigraphy law of superposition is also there, where you have to study stratigraphic nomenclature, stratigraphy, biostratigraphy, and Archean cratonic nuclei of peninsular India, including Dharwar, Singhbhum, and Aravalli cratons. All these things will be there. For Proterozoic mobile belts, including Central Indian Tectonic Zone, Aravalli, Delhi, and Eastern Ghats will be included here. Purana sedimentary basins like Kudappa and Vindhyan, then stratigraphy of India's Spiti, Kashmir, Damodar Valley, Kutch, Trichinopoly, Shivaliks, and Indo-Gangetic alluvium will be covered here. For economic geology, properties of mineral deposits, form, mineral assemblage, texture, rock or association and relationship, magmatic sedimentary metamorphic rocks, hydrothermal, supergene and weather-related process of ore, formation of the ore, process of the formation of coal, and also along with coal you will have petroleum, distribution of geological characteristics of major mineral and hydrocarbon deposits of India will be covered here. For hydrogeology, you have to study things related to groundwater occurrence and aquifer characteristics, porosity, permeability, hydraulic conductivity, transmissivity, Darcy's law in homogeneous along with heterogeneous media, Bernoulli equation, Reynolds number, composition of groundwater application, application of H and O isotopes in groundwater studies, artificial recharge of groundwater, and how these things are done. So this will be covered in this part. Now coming to stage 1 objective type paper 2 for geophysics. Here you will have solid earth geophysics, introduction to geophysics and its branches. Solar system will have its origin, formation and characteristics of the planets, Earth, the shape of the Earth, its rotation, gravity and magnetic fields of the Earth, then geomagnetism, elements of Earth's magnetism, rock and mineral magnetism, elastic waves, types and their propagation characteristics. Then with this you will have internal structure of the Earth, variation of physical properties in the interior of the Earth, plate tectonics, tectonic movements, earthquakes and their causes, the focal depth, epicenter, intensity and magnitude scales, that is for the earthquake, volcano and all these things, energy of earthquakes, seismicity. For mathematical methods in geophysics, you will have elements in vector analysis, vector algebra, properties of scalars, vectors and tensors, gradient, divergence and curl, Gauss's divergence theorem, Stokes theorem, matrices, eigenvalues and eigenvectors and their applications in geophysics will be important. Along with that, you will have Newton's law of gravitation, gravity potential and gravity fields due to bodies of different geometric shapes, basic forces of nature and their strength, gravitational, electromagnetic, strong and weak forces and what are their classifications and importances, conservation laws in physics, energy, linear and angular momentum, rigid body motion and moment of inertia, basics of special theory of relativity and Lorentz transformation, fundamental concepts of inverse theory, definition of inversion and application to geophysics. All these things will be important. Along with that, you will have forward and inverse problems also, probability theory, random variables, binomial theorem, Poisson normal distribution, linear algebra, linear ordinary differential equation of first and of second order, partial differential equations like Laplace, wave, and heat equations in 2 and 3 dimensions, that is 2D and 3D will be required. Elements of numerical techniques will be there. Here you have to go through root of functions, interpolation, extrapolation, integration of trapezoid and Simpson's rule. I hope you remember all those things. Then solution of first order differential equation using Ranjkatta method, introduction to finite difference and finite element methods. Next for electromagnetism, that is the third unit you have here, you have to go through electrostatic and magnetostatic fields, Coulomb's law, electrical permittivity and dielectric constant, Lorentz force and their applications, Ampere's law, Biot and Savart's law, Gauss's theorem, Poisson's equation, Laplace equation, solution of Laplace equation in Cartesian coordinates, use of Laplace equation in the solutions of geophysical and electrostatic problems. So basically this entire thing has to be covered. Displacement of current, Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, then Maxwell's equations, boundary conditions, wave equations, plane electromagnetic waves in free space. Then you will have dielectric and conducting media, electromagnetic vector, and scalar potentials. The fourth unit for this is geophysical prospecting. Here you have to go through elements of geophysical methods, principles, data reduction, and applications of gravity, magnetic, electrical, electromagnetic, and well logging methods. Next, you will have to go through fundamentals of seismic methods, including Fermat's principle, Snell's law, energy portioning, reflection, along with transmission coefficients, reflection and refraction from layered media. Along with this, you will also have to go through signals and systems, sampling theorem, Aliasing effect, Fourier series and periodic waveforms, Fourier transform and its applications, Laplace transforms, convolution, auto and cross correlations, power spectrum, that is power and spectrum, delta function, unit step function. For the fifth unit you have here is remote sensing and thermodynamics. Here you have to go through fundamentals of remote sensing, electromagnetic spectrum, energy frequency, wavelength relation, Stefan Boltzmann law, Wien's law, electromagnetic energy and its interactions in the atmosphere and with the terrain features. Along with that, you have to go through Planck's radiation law, law of thermodynamics and thermodynamic potential. The sixth unit you have here is nuclear physics and radiometry. Here you need to go through basic nuclear properties, its size, shape, charge distribution, spin and parity, binding energy, semi-empirical mass formula, fission and fusion, principles of radioactivity, alpha, beta, and gamma decays, photoelectric and Compton effect, pair production, radioactivity, decay law, radioactivity of rocks and minerals, radiation detectors, ionization chamber, GM counter, gamma ray spectrometer, matter waves and wave particle duality, electrospin spectrum of hydrogen, helium, and alkali atoms. Next, coming to stage 1 objective type for paper 2 chemistry. For chemistry, you will have chemical periodicity, Schrodinger equation for the H atom, radial distribution curves for 1s, 2s, 2p's, 3s, 3p, 3ds, electronic configuration of multi-electron atoms, periodic table, group trends, and periodic trends in physical properties, classification of elements on the basis of electronic configuration, modern IUPAC periodic table, general characteristic of s, p, d, and f block elements, effective nuclear charges, screening effects, atomic ready, ionic ready, ionization enthalpy, electronic gain enthalpy, and electronegativity. Group 10 trends and periodic trends in these properties in respect of S, P will be required. General trends of variation of electronic configuration, elemental forms, metallic nature, magnetic properties, catenation and catalytic property, oxidation states, aqueous and redox chemistry in common oxidation states, properties and reactions of important compounds such as hydrides, halides, oxides, oxyacids, complex chemistry in respect of S block and P block elements will be required. The second unit you have here is chemical bonding and structure. Here you need to go through ionic bonding, size effects, radius ratio rules and their limitations, packing of ions in crystals, lattice energy, Born-Landis equation and its applications, Born-Haber cycle and its applications, solvation energy, polarization power and polarizability, ionic potential, Fajan's rules, defects in solids, covalent bonding, valence bond theory, molecular orbital theory, hybridization, concept of resonance energy, resonance structure, coordinate bonding, Werner theory of coordination compounds, double salts and complex salts. Then you have polydentate ligands, chelate complexes, IUPAC nomenclature of coordination compounds, coordination numbers, geometrical isomerism. Then you have square planar and octahedral complexes. For the third unit you have in this chemistry portion is acids and bases, which is very important. Chemical and ionic equilibrium, strengths of acids and bases, ionization of weak acids and bases in aqueous solutions, application of Ostwald's dilution law, ionization constants, ionic product of water, pH scale, effect of temperature on pH, buffer solutions and their pH values, buffer action and buffer capacity, different types of buffers and Henderson's equation. The fourth unit you have here is theoretical basis of quantitative inorganic analysis. Here you have volumetric analysis, equivalent weights, different types of solutions, normal and molar solutions, primary and secondary standard substances, general principle of different types of titrations, that is acid-base, redox, complexometric, then precipitation, all these things. And the types of indicators, acid-base, redox, metal ion indicators, all this. The fifth unit you have to study for this is kinetic theory and the gaseous state. Here you need to go through kinetic theory of gases, average kinetic energy of translation, Boltzmann constant and absolute scale of temperature, Maxwell-Boltzmann distribution of speeds, calculations of average root, root mean square, and most probable velocities, collision diameter, collision number and mean free path, frequency of binary collisions, wall collision, and rate of effusion. The sixth unit you have in this is chemical thermodynamics and chemical equilibrium. Here you have to go through first law and its applications to chemical problems, thermodynamic functions, total differentials and state functions. Also with this, you will have free expansion, Joule-Thomson coefficient and inversion temperature. With this, you will have Hess's law, applications of second law of thermodynamics, Gibbs function that is G function, and Helmholtz function that is A, Gibbs-Helmholtz equation, criteria for thermodynamic equilibrium, and spontaneity of chemical process. The seventh unit you have here is it's a huge syllabus. So the seventh unit you have here is solution of non-electrolytes. Here you will have colligative properties of solution, Rayleigh's law, relative lowering of vapor pressure, osmosis and osmotic pressure, elevation of boiling point and depression of freezing point of solvents, solubility of gases in liquids and solid solutions. The eighth unit you have here is electrochemistry, comprising of cell constant, specific conductance and molar conductance. Then you have independent migration law of ions, ion conduction, and ionic mobility. Equivalent and molar conductance at infinite dilution, Debye-Hückel theory, application of conductance measurements. Along with that, you will have conductometric titrations, which is very important for the syllabus. Determination of transport number by moving boundary method. The ninth unit you have here is basic organic chemistry, like delocalized chemical bond, resonance, conjugation, hyperconjugation, hybridization, orbital pictures of bonding, that is sp3, sp2, sp, cc, cn, and co system, bond polarization and bond polarizability, reactive intermediates, general methods of formation, relative stability, and reactivity of carbocations, carbanions, and free radicals. The 10th unit you have here is stereochemistry. Here you will have to study configuration and chirality, including simple treatment of elements of symmetry, optical isomerism of compounds containing 2 to 3 stereogenic centers, RS nomenclature, geometrical isomerism in compounds containing 2 C equals to C double bonds, EZ naming, and simple cyclic systems, Newman projection, including ethane and substituted ethane. The 11th unit you have here is types of organic reactions having aliphatic substitution reactions of SN1, SN2 mechanisms, stereochemistry, relative reactivity in aliphatic substitutions, effect of substrate structure attacking nucleophily, leaving group and reaction medium in competitive reactions, elimination reactions of E1, E2 mechanisms, stereochemistry, relative reactivity in aliphatic elements, eliminations, effect of substrate structure, attacking base, leaving group, reaction medium, and competitive reactions, orientation of the double bond, phase F and Hoffman's rule, addition reactions, electrophilic, nucleophilic, and radical addition reactions at carbon-carbon double bonds. Along with this, you will have electrophilic and nucleophilic aromatic substitution, electrophilic halogenation, that is including halogenation, sulfonation, nitration, Friedel-Crafts, alkalization, and acetalization. Along with this, you have nucleophilic and iron reactions. The last unit you have here is molecular rearrangements comprising acid-induced rearrangement of Wagner-Merwin rearrangements, neighboring group participation. So I have given information about the complete syllabus of this examination. So if you require the syllabus, definitely watch this video. I'm sure you will get benefit out of this video. So wishing you all the very best. That's a huge syllabus that you have to cover for the examination. So all the best for your career ahead and stay happy and hope you get success in whatever you do. Ending my video here. Thank you so much.